Hello, guys, and welcome to Behind the Bunker. It's Monday night. It is our live show. It's our paintball show, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in. If you have no idea what this is, we are a weekly live paintball show that gets uploaded live to YouTube and Facebook, or we put it up as a podcast. You can also listen to us anywhere you get your better podcasts from. So thank you guys for joining me. My name is Todd Ansich. With me tonight, I have Joshua Zubizabrickus.
Yes, fresh off reading Sun Tzu, watching the movie Splat. I forget which one I was doing. But anyways, yes, thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like and share the show. I know you hear it everywhere on the internet, but it does actually help. So please like and share. To the rest of you who don't, just be gone.
And you don't have to smash the subscribe button.
No, which is a simple click will do. No smashing, no jabbing, no banging. It's just a nice click and away you go.
Why no bang?
I don't know.
And we have Joe Kimson from Flagger's Paintball.
It's your keyboard.
Greetings and thanks for tuning in to Beautiful Behind the Bunker. I did watch Splat today, sadly. I lost approximately 1 hour and 54 minutes of my life, but I did learn that I should continue reading about the art of war, Sun Tzu.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. And we are live also on YouTube. Just confirmed it is back up and running, so we're watching both live chats. Garvin Sharma.
That's right, from Geratech Industries, and I'm here once again on a Monday. Like my friend Josh Zubizabrickus said, make sure you hit that like and share button. Check us out in the chat or interact with us in the chat, both on the Facebooks and the YouTubes, because we are watching, and this is your show as well, so make sure you interact and be part of it as well.
And oh boy, do we not have a lot of great things to get to on the show tonight. And first of all, Matt the Crypt pushing buttons tonight. So thank you for having him in here tonight. But we're going to be discussing a couple things. Matt, you can go to the full studio monitor if you want. We are watching and have all watched. No, sorry, that one.
Oh, well.
That's okay. There you go. So we are watching, as you can see on our big screen, Splat. It's streaming on Amazon.
You can see here the
Goggle
JT
Flage,
Goggle
baby.
Flage.
I almost said Amazon Prime, but this movie is not good enough to be on Amazon Prime. And I first and foremost want to apologize on behalf of Josh and Gavin and Joe for egging you on to watch this video so we can talk about it later tonight. I
was wondering why we had less viewers this evening than we ever had.
They're a little mad at us for subjecting them to this drool.
All right, I will admit the first time I watched it, it was terrible. Then I watched parts of it today. There's some Easter eggs in there, and once you stop paying attention to the plot, there's other stuff in there that's actually pretty good. But we'll talk about that a little bit later on in the show.
If you watch it in Spanish, it's so much better.
Yes, yes, or with
different
the sound
languages?
off.
I don't know.
Does the Aussie guy still have the accent in Spanish?
He does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Linda Ronstadt was going to work with the producer of this and do a Spanish version.
Yes, with Bumblebee.
So awful.
All right. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. So lots to get to on the show tonight. We're going to talk about the movie Splat in a little bit. We have some advice and mail time segment to get to. We want to revisit the Antique Paintball Roadshow from last week because we may have made a bit of a mistake, and I want to relook at that from last week. We have Price is Right, and a bunch of other stuff to get to. So let me see what I've got here. Tonight we're also going to be talking about this. Tell us your most embarrassing paintball story. We were going to get to that last week, but we got yammering and left it. So we'll get to that tonight. Also, this is going to be our topic for next Monday. We're going to post this week. What is the most creative mission or objective you've ever had at a big game?
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, this comes all the way from Little Gavin Sharma suggestion this weekend.
I sure did, Skip.
You spawned that. So we want to know, I mean, you guys have all been to big games or scenarios, and you've played those games where you have to do something that seems rather foolish, but sometimes there's a real good scenario or a real good objective that you guys have to do, and you go, well, that's cool. We want to know what it was. We'd love to hear it, and we'll regale each other with some stories next week. Did you guys know that you can still get the complete history of paintball? There's a couple DVDs left. You can get the director's cut now. Also, it is streaming on Vimeo. You can get it on demand. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. This is something that I don't know if anyone's ever seen before. No. Joe, how can you help me out on this one? This is
Raptor PB.
Oh, this is Steve Tiffin, a.k.a. Raptor PB on Instagram.
But it wasn't originally a paintball gun.
He took an Umarex pellet gun, and he modified it. I believe he honed out the barrel, honed out the breeches. Now it will accept 43 caliber paintball. There's some really cool videos if you of him actually shooting it at the target range at Flag Raiders. If you check out at Raptor PB on Instagram, you can see it. It's pretty neat. It's
I
pretty
don't want to
cool.
underscore his ingenuity and amazingness at this, but someone's got that COVID-free time on his hands.
You know what? When he's not working and doing his real job, he actually plays paintball. Man, some days he's out. He's out a lot. He would be at the field Tuesdays, Saturdays, Sundays.
Yeah.
And he'd even come out some evenings and fill sandbags or make bunkers. He's got some crazy spider holes built all around the field, but he's got some really neat pictures with Enola Gay smoke bombs and stuff. So check him out at Raptor PB on Instagram. I'll post that right now. Nice.
We're watching you guys live in the chat, much like Ryan Sexton. Nice to see you, sir. But he's
Oh my
posting
God,
up that
Ryan.
that we are only his 7th through 10th favorite Canadians.
We made the top 10.
Just barely. Just barely.
I hope I'm number 7.
I just want to know, Ryan, who are you not including in that?
Yeah, that's true. Does that mean Gavin's 11th?
I'm 7.
There's 5 of us here.
Hey, speaking of Raptor PB, here's a photograph that he took on the weekend. He used our friends Enola Gay and his pumpkin carving skills and did this. That was pretty cool. And we had a zombie hunt on Saturday night, and the wind was rather still. He blew off a smoke bomb, and I've never seen our staging area.
Do you have a picture of it?
I don't have it loaded. I was just thinking about it right now.
That's too bad. Joe did.
We'll
Can
have
I
it.
send it to you?
We'll have it for Instagram.
'cause that'll be
no,
relevant.
Facebook message
It'll
it.
be relevant.
Facebook it, message it to me because I can't get it otherwise. Yeah, and I'll try to get that up. But the wind was so still that the smoke actually filled the entire staging area,
and all
looked,
the people waiting in line. It was pretty spectacular.
quite on.
Oh, was it like a
Sunday
gray
night.
smoke or a white smoke or something like that?
yeah. I'll show. We'll show it. As soon as Joe sends it, I'll post it up for
Or
you.
was that fog?
Yeah.
No,
I think I saw it. I'm entirely sure.
That is to say, you've seen it.
I've seen
So, a couple other things, guys. Don't forget, Exalt has some antimicrobial brass door openers and styluses if you guys want. That's on their latest sales flyer right now.
Scent.
As well as the new EMEC Etha 2 feed neck covers, levers, and eye covers there, ladies and gentlemen. And my favorite, solid red pod swap. So if you guys are looking for some new trinkets for Christmas, there you go. And don't forget, if you guys are looking for something for next season, Air Ups are offering 20% off their bunker sets for next year. If you guys would like to get yourself some Behind the Bunker swag, head on over to our Facebook page or our website at behindthebunker.com. And there's links, just like this gentleman did. This is my friend Tim from Florida. He chose himself a red or maroon Behind the Bunker t-shirt, guys. So there you go. Looking
What's
good
the
there,
coffee
Timmy.
sign for in the back?
I'm sorry?
He was at
coffee
what
sign?
looks to be a pro-Trump rally.
No.
Is there such
Conservative coffee? Is that what that
I
poster's
think so.
for?
I think so.
Is it conservative grounds?
Yeah.
Okay.
So with World Cup coming up around the corner, I know it's the pandemic, but normally we'd have new products released. I didn't want to tell you guys before the show, but there's some new goggles coming out.
Really?
Yep. And it's from a company that you may not expect. Remember how we always piss on Angel? Angel's trying to get back into the market with these. These are the new full-face Angel mask.
Oh, those are nice.
Yeah,
Is that-
they're COVID-friendly because they have a filtration system in them.
Is
Love
that
it.
the guy from Star Trek? What's his name? Sulu or
Sulu? George Takai?
I'm not sure. But
Does it have a hose that goes to your butt so you can smell your own farts, too? What the hell?
I like it.
maybe.
Is it thermal?
It is not thermal, but it has a filtration system. Apparently, they're fog free. And
I
then,
would like to know what the ramming speed of one of those is. Like how
if you're
easily
wearing
can
that,
I
you're going to
clear
get
out
rammed a lot.
how easy can I clear out a Costco just by headbutting everybody?
And they also came out with their version of the kids mask as well. So good on you, Angel. Hopefully, we'll see
That
you
one
guys with
showed
a
up on
boost.
my Instagram feed about 1 million times today.
Yeah. And the
That
thing
guy
is,
looks so serious.
he does. And look at his mask around his
It's
neck.
actually Mike
he could have at least
Burnett.
taken that off. Oh well, no mind. This picture here came from Adam Langawodniewski, friend of ours from the field.
Yeah.
This is an ad
Tall ad.
on the TMC's owners group. He says, "I want to sell my relic. It's a heel marker. This weapon is more than 20 years old. The weapon is in good condition and works well. I've already played with it, and it's very precise shot. The price of this beauty is $900.
Nice.
I'm not in a hurry.
I
Thank
hope
you for
not.
your time. The Talon Ghost is the latest version of one of the best-selling pumps, the Talon Ghost." There you go, ladies and gentlemen. So if you would like to pick up one of these gems for a mere $900,
$900. You know what? My fingers are crossed. I wish that guy the best. I hope he gets it.
and you guys
I hope he
complain
does.
about my Price is Right
But for
prices
that,
on
come
eBay.
No, that's a bold move, Cotton. I'm telling you.
That's right. So we ask you guys to send us in pictures of your paintball relics, better than what I just showed you, so we
Oh, I
can
forgot to
appraise
do
it,
that.
much like they do on Antique Roadshow. So welcome to this week's Paintball Antique Roadshow. First and foremost, I would like to show you this. This comes from our friend Charles Holton. Let me see if I have his sheet here.
This is just like show us all your stuff to show off.
Oh, no, I didn't print. Oh, here, I did print it off. So, signed JT baseball hat and sheath for the Splatmaster. We're looking at the signatures from John Gregory, Bud Orr, and Bob Guernsey.
Oh, wow. Nice.
I was going to say, I can read Bob Guernsey, but
Yeah. So, if we were to try to sell that today, what do you think that would fetch at auction?
That's pretty cool. John Gregory's the JT guy. Bob Guernsey was the survival game, and Bud Orr, well, we know Bud Orr. That's a pretty neat find.
So help us out, ladies and gentlemen, watching you guys in the live chat. What would you, if you were the seller, what would you want for it? And what do you think it'll actually sell for? Bobby Dow says this is the worst music. Hey, we're trying to classy up the show. Last week we had red wine. Tonight we've got fancy music for this segment. Joe, what would you spend on something like that?
You know what? I would... Oh, gosh.
David Veldoff
I
says about
spent
$275.
I'd spend $250.
$250?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I don't have Veldoff cash, but $275 would be fair. John Jones says $350, but I don't know if that's quids or pounds or dollary dues. I'm not sure.
I'm thinking just the Splatmaster with Guernsey's signature on it, right? Because that was National Survival Games marker, was it not?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tree Fitty says George. Hey. Farrell, you're not adding much to it. He says, geez, I don't know. Josh, what are you thinking? Sorry, I'm picking on the new guy.
I feel like this
Farrell,
should...
isn't that the guy with the hat?
What?
Farrell.
And
Yes,
Dan
it
and
is.
Hardy says asking $350, sold for $200. See, that's a shame.
Really? Oh.
The hat alone, okay, maybe only $30, right? Really, because it's a hat. Yes, it's autographed, but it is something cool. But that gun and sheath, if it wasn't for the signature, you could probably get what, $100 for it.
Probably.
I hate to say that because it's worth so much more.
I would have liked it better if Bud Orr's signature was on a war game product. So Lee, Gregory on JT, Bob Guernsey on the Splatmaster.
Yeah.
That would have added value.
Yeah.
It's like the Step Brothers scene, or when he's talking about the signature on the sword, Randy Jackson or whatever. Yeah.
And that brings
You're
us
not
to
going to not get Randy Jackson.
Whatever his name was.
And because we're ADD on this show, I'm going to bring this up now because we're thinking about it. So we're going to be talking about starting next week. We're going to we're asking you guys to pick a movie for this week for everybody to watch as a whole. We asked you to watch Splat, but it doesn't have to be that. It could be any sort of movie that you think is worth watching and rewatching. And we're going to talk about it on our Paintball After Show during our podcast edition.
buddy.
So if you guys have any suggestions of a good movie that we should all get together and watch, Joe suggests Bat 21.
Great movie, Gene Hackman.
Yeah.
Yep, Danny Glover.
Danny Glover, yes.
Yeah. So give it some thought.
That'll
I had
be it.
suggested Happy Gilmore before, but I had already watched it, so I don't want to do Happy Gilmore. But what do you guys think at home? What do you guys think at home? Let's move on before we tire of this music. But this is what was sent in last week by Phoenix.
To Gasparius.
And we kind of said about $400 maybe, I think was the general consensus. So sadly, he tells me that this... Sorry. Yes, it was confirmed. It says this was confirmed by Bud Orr, but apparently this is a 1982 Ranger. This was originally meant for marking trees. This is one of the first.
Oh.
So
I would
there
buy-
were original tree markers used by the California Forestry Service.
That's what Bud Orr said?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's he know?
Can you zoom in on the handle? What does it?
That's like an AGD handle,
Yeah.
is it?
No, they're
Ranger.
they're PMI grips. The
I
rubber,
believe-
the rubber grips
yeah.
are PMI.
Yeah, that's definitely a
Loader.
PMI.
So I think these were, yeah.
All right.
I don't know enough about it, so I'm not going to speak ill. But I'm going to apologize for maybe only offering $400 for it last week. But
Well, that would
I don't
be
know how much that would change it, anyways.
Not for
No,
me.
if you're going to get more money for that marker, you got to have a letter signed by Budor confirming what it is.
You just want a letter
At the
from
very
Bud Orr.
least.
I have
And-
one. Doesn't everyone have a Budor letter? Hey, Joe, how's it going? Signed Budor.
Yeah. Hey,
don't know.
Gavin showed me this this week. We had talked about it. This is something that we should see in paintball goggles. This is from a
Yeah.
company there. So it has locking clips to lock the goggle lens in. I'm going in probably not a very good order.
Not order, yeah.
But it has magnetic lenses, so you can change your goggles out quickly with magnets.
Are they earth magnets?
They're earthly magnets. I don't know magnets, so I don't know if they're.
Maggots?
Yeah, I don't know, when I saw it, I thought it was a really great concept. Hopefully the clips can hold and they can translate that over to the paintball world.
And these brag 270 degrees viewing.
So 10 more degrees in a Spectra Pro.
I hope Simon comes out with a mask that's 272.
Is that,
Okay, we bitched about this a couple weeks ago. I said it was 270. You guys said it was 280.
it's 260.
Is it 260?
I've never
Okay.
strayed from that. Not once in my entire life.
I know it's 260 because I never take the sticker off.
So why I thought that would be a really good concept for paintball is just that quick change system of your lenses.
Yeah.
So, hey, well, broken lenses or changing in light conditions. So, if it gets really, really sunny out, you can go tinted lenses very quickly,
Yeah.
clear lenses or amber lenses if that's
And
low
it has a
light.
locking
guys-
clip, so if you don't like
Yeah.
the fact that it's a magnet, it still has locking clip. So
Correct.
I think you're good. And you're asking in the chat what it is. There, someone just put it. It's the Ruroc, the RUROC.
Are not very good at being lazy because I just bring 3 masks with 3 different colored lenses.
But then you got to wash them.
Wash.
Wash.
That's how someone from Missouri talks, is washing.
Who washes theirs?
Wash.
Sorry, hang on one second. Is it that marker that we're going over the price of. Did we
Yes.
finish that segment, or did I fall
I
asleep
don't
with my
know
eyes
enough about it, so I don't want to speak. But that's what they're telling us. So I wanted to apologize that we kind of
open? No,
pissed
the one
on it.
before it.
Oh, the signatures?
Yeah, the signature. We kind of said maybe $300.
If they're lucky.
What are you thinking? Like okay, us in this room would give it higher value than most people on the interwebs.
Well, that's what I was going to say. It should be worth more than that. And it might be like 20, 30 years from now, paintball grows into a larger industry. Maybe.
If they're asking $900 for a talent, that's
Yes,
Yeah,
I
and,
agree.
well, and speaking of that, I highlighted this comment from Cameron in the chat. It says 900 if you clean that marker off them. Got to compete with that talent. So you just go ahead and wipe those signatures off by the
I have a
creators and
question for
founders of
Gavin.
paintball.
Okay, Gavin's here.
Gavin, why are paintball gun grips not made with G10 like knives?
Really good question. Maybe for comfort?
What's G10?
It's like a glass impregnated bead, like a fiberglass bead, isn't it?
That's a
But knife handles are made
Yeah.
of.
That's a great question.
First of all, thanks to or say hello to Brent Davis in the live chat from Air Ups.
Hi, Brent.
Guys, we're going to get to Gavin's favorite segment, Mail Time, in just a second. But before we do so, I just want to let you guys know we had a present dropped off today.
Oh, wow, look at that.
This is from our friend Sébastien
Are those
Monnier.
cheese curds?
These are
They
real
are.
official
From Le
cheese
Provence.
curds,
Are we gonna
Those
eat
better
some?
and
be
I've
squeaky.
kept them at room temperature as per his request. And I'm going to pass them around the roof. You guys would like to dig in.
We'll find out how fresh they are if they're squeaky.
That's true. That's true. Well, the squeaky wheel does get the cheese. But let's start Gavin's Mail Time.
Oh,
Mail
listen.
time, yeah. All right, so I do have a full sack this week, but only some of the correspondence is in picture form. But we do have one piece of mail, my friends, that I'll be reading. So I'm going to rip open my sack and read some of the correspondence that you've sent in. So the first question comes to us from Ryan McGee, and he says, so even though we know GI Sports bankruptcy filing was nothing more than a corporate restructuring, if the entire conglomerate was broken up and sold off piece by piece, what company under GI umbrella that has been retired would you like to see make a comeback? Ooh, some oldies but a goodies. What would you like to see come back?
Yeah, I was thinking Empire originally because some of the Empire gear was great, but first and foremost, not Extreme Rage, but I would like Evil to come back. I liked the Evil branded stuff, the Evil pods, not so much the Omen, but the Evil pods, the Evil packs. They were some of the best.
Kit?
And I'm gonna pull one real far out of my ass. NXE. Bam. Mic drop.
Oh, well,
that's what I want back. No, what do you mean, nah?
Their bags.
pod
They
packs-
had the
their
best
bags
pod
were good.
packs
Their
in the
bags were good.
industry.
The
That's
pod
about
packs
it.
were phenomenal.
Shut up.
Oh, just because you say that doesn't make you right, jerk ass.
If I abuse you long enough, you'll just shut up.
The jerk store's on the phone
All right,
now.
so Ryan McGee did have a contribution to his own question. He said he would love the Spec Ops Paintball to make a comeback.
Yes.
What? He sold Josh. We know that.
What? But okay, I truly don't know this. What happened to Spec Ops?
They just
I
went
believe they
debunked.
were just. I believe they were just bought out.
I think they spent a hell of a lot of money on marketing, but
Yep.
shit products.
Yeah. Not shit products. They
It
were.
was colorful projects, but I mean, all they do was put.
Why are you pissing on everything tonight?
It was-
Have a cheese curd and calm down.
Lipstick on a pig. I'm telling you.
What really threw me off though was it was like here's scenario paintball stuff for scenario
It
players.
was ahead
and it
of
was
its
like,
time.
I really think it was. And they made camouflage pants, but that were built like speedball pants with venting, and they were comfortable. And
I just found
You'll
the
get me,
broads-
like,
I
vents
just
never
found
work.
the used broadsword
Vents
vest
never
in
do.
ACU.
That was like a sauna suit that you put on.
Yes.
Farrell Doughton in the
I
live
thought
chat
they were awesome.
says, "Screw off, Gavin. Oh my God, NXE packs are forever." Yeah, man. David Veldoff, NXE. Raleigh says NXE. Look at all these people, NXE.
Nope.
I'd still have mine if it wasn't molded to the bottom of a Tupperware container.
Bobby says nothing better than unique packs. I don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah? Eat your cheese curds.
Here, Todd, have one.
No, I'm okay, thank
should.
you.
Really.
I can't do cheese curds.
So Unique Sporting Goods had their amazing packs. They were
They're pretty
super.
good.
They were super thick, ridiculously robust, and they all had their own little barrel plug
Matt,
pocket.
cheese curd?
Yeah.
Thanks for listening, guys. You know what? That's great. I'm glad I show up every
There's
week.
some food here. To
Whatever,
be
talk
had.
away. It's your show.
Like you, whenever you go away and come back, it's all about the food, right?
It's clearly about the food now. You know,
Obviously, you missed.
Gus's fried chicken. May I
Okay.
just put out an
Matt,
example?
close
of it?
up on me, please.
One moment.
We need to
Screw you, Sebastian. Seb,
When
no more
days
food
are
till after the
long.
show.
And nights are long too.
All right, thank you. That's it.
I'm trying to get that REM song in there. So there you go. Red's Comfort Pack says David Veldoff. He says no, the evil pipe kit. I have to disagree on the evil pipe kit.
I did like the pipe kit. I love my Caner kit better, but the pipe kit was. I love the packaging, the marketing of it. It was loud as hell. But it was
like a
still, it was
pipe.
still good. Yeah.
And you know what? You could throw that in your gear bag and it's not going to get destroyed. So I agree with you on that part. I think if they were around anyways, they probably would have changed their porting and they probably would have figured it out.
Speaking of porting, did
Oh.
you hear about the British SAS or whoever stormed that freighter off the coast of England? The oil tanker went in and took it over. It was being held by pirates. Speaking of porting,
Hey, we're overlooking the best that we haven't even thought about. What about war games?
Their packs. We talked about this.
Forget
in
the pack, the guns, Jerry.
Okay, no, we're
with
talking
the-
about
with the
packs.
bag, right?
With the dump pouch on it,
Yes.
integrated into it. So that was ahead
Yeah.
of time. I still have one. It's on its last leg. So if they reintroduce that, absolutely. And
That's the only
you're
thing
right.
that kept NXE from getting 10 out of 10. It was
You're
always
absolutely
9 out of
right.
10.
If there was the signature line of cockers coming out again, and that would hopefully spawn some new little businesses again. I used to love the customizing fiddly bits that you would order. Everyone had their own custom cockers, right? So
Yeah.
I love that.
I like Farrell's comment that this is some hardcore Canadian stuff happening right now with the cheese
We're
curds.
going full A up in
True.
here.
Next week, guys, I guarantee we'll do maple syrup shots.
okay.
There we go.
Oh.
And Gavin's like, all right.
Diabetes?
Maybe next week we'll have the Waterloo Brewing beer in studio.
Yeah, they have a maple
Syrup,
something.
pecan, and like all sorts
Is it
of
that
Really?
big, though?
Yeah.
Pecans.
Peckins.
Peckins. There you go.
Sorry, going back to this whole restructuring thing, can they bring back the Revy again?
They can do whatever the hell they want.
they
they
own
tried.
it.
But they tried and then they.
Your internet's crap.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
No, it's the
But
router,
what
I
happened
believe.
to it?
Well,
I'll
the
fix it in a
router's
second.
crap, I'm
Okay.
sorry.
It's
Well,
the router.
Why did it die?
Yeah.
There was no need for it anymore because there was this race to have space guns shoot 1 million balls a second, so they need loaders to keep up with it.
Yeah.
When a Revy wasn't able to do so. I think if they reintroduce it now, it would be a great entry-level marker.
No, but
loader.
they did.
Cheese curd.
I'll have a cheese curd. I'll stop talking. But the Planet Eclipse Pro toys.
That new loader's nice.
I think that is the new Revy, my friend. I'm telling you to look into that.
But they brought back the Revy. I bought one. And then they canceled it again, right?
Yes.
because you bought
Okay.
it.
Waterloo Brewing, there may never be a beer more Canadian than our new Waterloo Maple Spice Pecan Old Ale, a maple-flavored
it's
brew
not a
with the
porter.
aroma of pumpkin and notes of Canadian
Pumpkin?
butter tart. Tasty Boar will make a patriot out of any crafty Canuck. Now available at our Waterloo Brewing store, incidentally across the street from Flaggers Paintball.
You've made
Ooh,
mention of all the great ingredients, but you missed one. Is there beer in it?
beer.
Yeah, I don't drink beer, so I'm the last to know. But all these flavors and stuff, do they make a big difference? Are they?
No, they only make a difference to those people who go to a bar and only order beer that contains fruit. Or it comes with a fruit slice.
Don't smack talk IPAs.
Hey, getting back
I'm
to
only
the
saying that
topic,
'cause
we
you
went
enjoy it.
we went
It's a good
over.
it's a good topic.
We
so
went
let's
over
do-
Bobby Doust. He says WGP had great tanks. I remember those. I owned
Yeah,
a
I
couple of
remember
those.
I have a tank.
Roger Weber says Ratco, the brand Ratco. Ryan Sexton wants to bring back the Carney. Kenneth is all the way from Denmark. Nice to see you, sir. Raleigh says Red's bag with a folding tripod chair. Now, Red's is not a part of this whole thing, but Red's was a good bag for sure. War paint, Charles Holton. I have to be honest, I don't think
No
I've ever
way.
shot any war paint, but that would have just come out of
RP Shearer. It was RP Shearer.
yeah.
You should read John Jones's post.
David Velda says bring dye back. LOL.
John Jones. You should
Oh,
read
Mantis.
this post.
I'm
one
getting there. I'm
cares.
going all the way down. Scrolling through. My Revy still works, says Charles Holton. Bring back the money. Bring back money making stuff, maybe. Yeah, for sure, Wolf. What is John? Where's John Jones here? Special boat service stormed the tanker. It was the night the clocks went back in the UK. We went to bed and woke up. The clocks having gone back 500 years with pirates off the coast. Well done, sir. Well done.
okay,
Oh,
so-
bring back Bad Boys toy, says Gary.
They took over an oil tanker.
Oh yeah, off the coast of England.
What was their end goal?
To get free gas.
Apparently.
They're just going to go fill it with petrol and they'll be like, all right,
Yeah.
mate, we're out of here.
Right.
Like,
I think the goal was less pirates.
Crude oil.
Yeah.
well, I know the SAS's point of view.
The
Gavin. I was
skinnies in
wondering
Somalia were going to do it.
like, what were they going to do? Try and hold it for a few years? And
Look
like,
at me.
Yeah.
Look at me.
I'm the captain of the rig now. Like,
We have a couple more questions here, Gavin. This one here comes from Mark D. He says, well, wondering if you all going to be heading to Maui next year for Hawaiian Legends.
My God, I did see that question earlier.
I'm going to say
No.
yes, would love to. However,
Just a big asterisk, my friend.
pandemic in
Yeah.
quotes right now. We don't know how long it's going to take. So
So I remember when that first was teased to us, and we were all giddy, and we were strongly considering it. The world turned to poop. So that is absolutely on the bucket list. I definitely want to play on the islands with the Silent Slipper Assassins. There's a number of experiences I want, and that is definitely one of them. So our fingers crossed because I want to be there. I think the whole cast and crew want to be there as well. So we'll have to see what the state of the world is going to be like at that point.
yeah. Hey, David Veldoff says bring back paintball magazines, paint especially. Bring back cap, says Mike Thompson. I'd like custom products to come back too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was telling this to someone on the weekend. We were talking about World Cup and how it's going to differ this year. And I was explaining that when Joe and I went and it was still World Cup was at Disney, you would have Mantis would have a booth, Spider would have a booth, Empire would have a booth,
Yeah.
GI would have a booth. Like that was you're never going to see a day with that many manufacturers
Extravaganza
again.
used to be like that too.
Yeah.
But Disney was so amazing when they had.
But it
World
wasn't even
Cup
so much the fact that it was at Disney. It was just there was so many paintball companies still. Reds would have had a booth. Spider, as I said, had a
Yeah,
booth.
that
They
was-
had an inflatable
That was
booth.
before everything was purchased by big conglomerates, right? So it was like
Yeah.
all these little independents, which was,
Yeah.
I'm hoping we have a return to that at some point. With the remainder of my paintball career, I'm hoping to see that again.
Yep.
Gavin, you have years left. Let's be honest.
I do. But I'm hoping that we go back to the mom and pop, out of people's garages, quality products.
Yeah,
right?
I hope so.
I really miss those days of having A5 and then like we were saying, like buying parts, like Rufus Dog,
Oh, Rufus
Jet
Dog.
City Specials,
Yeah.
like just it.
But that was the same as Conkers, like, or even
Yes.
Spiders in the days
Yeah.
too, right? It's like everybody was able to customize it, and they made it their own. So it wasn't
Yeah.
you just picked something off the shelf. It was just like, this is what I want. This is how I want to fine tune it.
I like the fact that it was paintball stuff going on paintball markers.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's like, oh, did you get the Magpul this and the Leopold that,
Which
and
is
this and
still
that? And it's
fine,
like,
right?
It's cool, but at the same time, it's like I want to support paintball. I don't want to support Magpul.
Yeah.
Like,
Jay
they
Monk,
take enough of my money as it is.
Jay Moncaster brings
for
up
paintball,
Chronic
too.
would have had a booth.
Yep.
You know, they had really crappy teams though, Jay, but I mean, they would have had a booth. He's punching me through the monitor right now. Cooper T
Oh yes, Cooper T.
says Raymond
What
Cortez.
about Tech Team?
Tech T. Yeah. Oh, and Planet Eclipse would have had a booth back then selling e-triggers
Yep.
and upgrades for autocockers. Yeah. So many beautiful things that used to exist. Another question that we had, I've got two more. This one here is from Zane Smith. He says, did GI make their paint in Canada?
Yes,
This was when all the news went down about the bankruptcy.
GI's all GI's paint's been made in Canada. Originally, their plant in Clearwater, Florida, that was an RP shear plant, went offshore, but then they shipped all the material, all the machines back to what the heck? All the machines back to Montreal. So all the GI paint is made in Canada. Currently,
And there's none in the States, you say?
there is none in the States.
You okay?
Yeah, I took a sip of something I shouldn't have. So there you go, Zane. And then I have one last question, and I'm going to pose this. I'm not going to let the panel answer this because it's going to be a problem. So I want to see you guys that are answering the questions at home put up in the live chat in Facebook or on YouTube. This comes in from a concerned citizen. They didn't even want to use their name. They said, is it not a treat to have barbecue sauce on a pizza?
Oh, don't
I
you
would
start.
I would like to know in the live chat if you guys would like to have, if you guys like pizza that has like barbecue sauce and chicken on
a
it.
pizza is
There's
good.
Because I'm being told, not to throw Gavin under the bus, but I've been told by someone that barbecue sauce does not belong on a pizza. So I would like you guys at home to answer that.
I'm tired of your shit.
You're very cussy today.
Tell us how you really feel, Gavin.
Cussy.
I've had a whole
socks.
weekend of Todd with the same
Let-
bullshit.
let it
argument.
all out.
I'm done.
Let it all out.
Yeah, I'm curious.
You had far more support than I did, but
So, guys, I want to get in to talk to you guys about this movie Splat. But before we do so, there's something else I want to talk to you guys about. Did you guys know that Planet Eclipse, first and foremost, have more championships, new mechanicals, new electros, new territory, including the new MagFed division? Get Planet Eclipse and take on the world. Guys, they could be one of the last guns you ever buy. Check them out at your local paintball store.
Oh. When the world's greatest players, photographers, and excited parents need the best coverage, most vivid colors, biggest selection, they pull a tab on an EG Smoke. Hashtag Pop Smoke.
Take welded seams, stainless steel hardware, multiple color options make Air Ups the #1 choice for inflatables on and off the field. They're made in America by Brent Davis and his crew. And make sure you hit their website up now for 20% off many of their goods that are in stock. AirUps.com.
Joe.
No, it's not. I'm not air. You're ruthless. Come on.
Are they bringing that back? Sorry.
Dreams fade, ruthless
Monkey with a gun?
paintball products, color sublimation, and craftsmanship never die. On or off the field, Ruthless keeps you fresh. Use the promo code BTB15 for 15% off your order.
I don't know, Matt, but I'll be honest with you, I commented on it. I think that's the best T-shirt they've come out with in a while.
Yes.
Not that they have crap, but that one I saw, that's the one I want.
Agreed. All right, so adapt, create, and win. Exalt is in our blood. And make your game boil. Get Exalt, which is available worldwide.
GI Sports, from the beginning, you stumble down a rocky cliff or waded chest deep through a mosquito-infested bog. Now, whether you're sliding into a snake or running and gunning, GI Sports has the gear for you. Now with the new Stormer, Stormer Basic, Stormer Tactical, and Stormer Elite. Boom.
DLX Technology, guys. True industry innovators with some of the lightest, fastest, and sleekest hardware in paintball. DLX has the power to get you to the podium, and, well, quite honestly, that's where you want to be. So thank you to all of our awesome, generous sponsors. If it wasn't for them, we would not be on the air, ladies and gentlemen, so thank you very much. I'm going to unfortunately say that, Gavin,
I want you to shut your mouth.
No, unfortunately, I'm looking in the live chat right now, and I will say on your side of the coin, there are 2 people out of the 30 or 40 that posted
Yes.
that do disagree that there shouldn't be barbecue sauce on a pizza.
So having to qualify that statement, though, they are watching this program and they're enjoying it. So there's no accounting for taste.
Oh, yes, that's true. That's true. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we had... sorry?
Hang on a second.
Uh-oh.
We have a critical error to review here.
What's that?
This movie is not actually called Splat.
Not splat in your face, but
It's called In Your Face.
No, it's called Splat.
Apparently it's not.
Okay, I'll show you the... Here's the
According
DVD.
to IMDb, the name is In Your Face.
Okay, so go to my screen for a second, Matt. There. Splat is how big would you say that font is? Let's say it's a 10. And then In Your Face, what would
How
you say
big
that
is
is,
the
Gavin?
font?
A 2?
How big is the font on IMDb?
It's super small.
all right.
What if I hold it closer to your face?
Would it help if it was in papyrus font? There you go,
No,
ladies and gentlemen.
Sanskrit. But
Sanskrit, there you go. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to talk to you guys about Splat. This was sent to us by Garcana on Instagram, Agdason. He said he would like to see us watch the cinematic masterpiece that is Splat. I disagree that it was a cinematic masterpiece, but it is available on Prime Video. And after the show, if you guys have not watched
it's a
it, you
piece of
guys should
something.
definitely check it out. It has 4 out of 5 stars, and a whopping 22 people have rated it.
IMDb rates it as 5.2
And
out of
not
10.
only have we posted and tagged
Rotten
Prime
Tomatoes.
Video, and not only have they seen the response of Paintballers, but they took it upon themselves. This is thanks to Gary Reddy, that Amazon Prime put this in their meme. You know damn well this isn't what we meant by wear a mask, and it has... Who's that?
Worst Halloween movie ever.
Yeah, Scream, Friday the 13th, Happy Death Day, all the great ones, and then they have Splat in the bottom right corner. Well done, Gary. That made the show. I enjoyed that. So let's talk about the best movie. And Joe had to step out for a second, but when he walked into the studio, he brushed off his shoulder and said that was the best movie he had seen in a while.
Yes,
Hands
Joe's
down.
a very big fan of it. So when people talk in the chat, please be very kind to Joe. He's pretty sensitive about this.
I thought we were saving this for post-show.
Yeah, that
Well,
is
we
a
have to-
show. So we have a couple of things we need to get to in terms of the topic, most embarrassing thing from last week.
Yeah.
I was going to leave this to
okay.
this general first show because we weren't going to, we had egged on the people on the regular show to watch
Sure.
it. And I have visuals, so I thought we would do it. And,
It's your show, Todd.
Yeah, sorry, man. But no, we will do it for next
Do what
I-
you want.
I don't know what's going on in
Including
the
putting
chat, but I
barbecue
just
sauce on your
glanced
pizza.
down and saw Roger Weber saying bacon-wrapped Oreos. So I don't know what's unleashed in the chat for him, but... Joe, we were just
he
letting the
posted-
people at
he
home
posted
know...
something when I was on my way to the show about bacon wrapped Oreos.
Oh, okay.
There's a lot of jerks in the chat who like barbecue pizza.
By
barbecue
jerks, you
chicken
mean well-tasted...
With no pallets. All right.
So we were telling the guys, Joe, that you enjoyed the movie Splat. What was your general overall theory of the movie Splat?
You know, they made some reference. It was pretty lame. It was made with someone's VHS, but they did make a lot of references to The Art of War and Sun Tzu, and I think everybody, if you haven't read that, it's a good life lesson book. So
Sure
I think
is,
you
yeah.
should. You read it, and 5 becomes 1, or 1 becomes 5, or whatever. That's sort of a good motto. It sort of goes back to there's no I in team.
5 is 1.
5 is 1, whatever. So you know what? I read The Art of
It's a
War.
subtle nuance, but it makes a difference.
Read The Art of War,
And then the wealthy barber.
and as far as I'm concerned, as
Dad, Poor Dad.
far as I'm concerned, any movie, regardless of how poor it is, and how you don't like it, or any TV show or news brief or something that has to do with paintball, and gets paintball out to not necessarily the masses in this case, but to 6 people.
22 who rated it.
22 who read it, and the people that watch this, is a good thing. So it's beyond our social media and everyone else's social media. If there's a little bit of paintball to be had in mainstream media, we'll call this mainstream media. Great. Let's hashtag grow paintball.
I kind of feel bad for the poor schlub who sees it in their timeline on Amazon Prime and go, I've always thought to play paintball. Let's check this movie out and see what it's like. And then was subjected to watching it. I mean, it wasn't the greatest, but I mean, I watched Showgirls twice.
For different, very different reasons.
Let's be honest about how our time
Of
management
course,
is spent.
You know what? Of course you did.
All right, so I watched it, and I think I egged you guys on to watch it too, because misery loves company. But I think it did represent. It was a good paintball story. The script itself was horrible. The acting was horrible. Production value was horrible. But when you've got Tom Kay and Bud Orr in a movie, you can't really go too wrong with that. It was a good, feel-good sort of after-school special. You know, the bullies lost in the end. Sorry if it's a spoiler alert.
Spoiler! Oh,
Yeah, but it was good. It was good to see paintball.
yeah.
At least on a format like a streaming format like that, right?
So I made the mistake of watching it. Well, not necessarily twice, but I watched most of it a second time. I found a couple things the second time that I thought was kind of cringy. More so, Matt, if you come over to my shot. So here's the leader of Team Caustic,
Or Ray.
the
It's the only guy with
the
a warp
antagonist in the movie, and he's the last one to get shot out when the Phantom meets him in the forest. And I'm not going to give away spoilers, but the Phantom is apparently a good paintball player.
No, he's actually the first one to get shot out. But he
No, last. No.
he gets shot out first. He wipes it.
Does
and then
he?
continues
No,
to
that was
play.
like 2 or 3. Anyway, so
Okay.
he did wipe.
So,
I thought he
so
got
this
shot
is
first.
So this is what happened.
Maybe
So he
not.
gets goggled, and then he lifts his goggle to see where the Phantom had disappeared to. Phantom was nowhere to be found, but this was left. Because he had that much time to bunker him and then put paintballs on the ground in a form to say, have a nice day.
He's the Phantom.
He's the Phantom. What else did I find? Oh, this I thought was great. So here comes Ian, the coach, walking into the local paintball store. But I'm sorry, does anyone else find this amazing? Look at
I know,
the
it's a
PB
treasure
Junkies jerseys, the War Game
Yeah.
jerseys. Look at you guys see down here the Autococker Flatline, brand new in a box.
Oh, I didn't see that.
I know someone who has one.
I do.
This
And
guy
then-
apparently has 3.
Yeah, and then if you scroll down here, the next shot, this here is another picture of the store.
Yeah, that wall.
And we just a wall of goodness. And he's wearing okay, not in this picture, but he had a JT backpack at one point, I thought, in the movie. So lots of neat stuff. And the whole movie, like, you see dye sock hats, JT sock hats, you see ricochets, you see
but not only that, like the old posters
yep,
and the magazines that they're
the
reading,
references to Paintball
yes.
Supply and National.
Starting a tournament with the 10-second.
Yeah.
3, 2, 1, 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Or when they start up the first round, it's 10 seconds, and the guy goes beep, and they look at him and goes, "Well, you guys don't have timers yet."
And then this I thought was interesting. I didn't catch this till the second time through, but these two idiots walk up to the fence as the teams are walking off in the middle of the
Oh, that was
tournament,
awesome.
and saying, "Hey, we're ready to play. If you guys need a team, you guys."
No, they said they're pro players.
Yeah, they go. Do you guys need
pro
players? We're
pro players looking for a game,
And
they're
both
like,
Team
"No."
Caustic and the other team, what's it called? Direct Damage.
That's right.
The world's worst name. Please don't name your team Direct Damage if you start a tournament series. Anyways,
Too
they were turned down, and I had to do some research because I don't know who they are
Sonny
for these
Lopez?
pictures. But I didn't know from these pictures who they were.
Okay.
Because they're so
Ollie
young.
Lang.
So who's on the right side?
So my right, that's Sonny Lopez.
Yeah, and then who's on the left?
Glenn Forster.
Greg.
It's Glenn, isn't it?
No, it's Greg.
Okay.
Yeah, I looked in the credits.
All right.
Yeah, I
If
think
I'm
Todd's
wrong,
right,
correct
actually.
me. But
No, you could be right.
I paused the credits at the end because I didn't know. And someone needs to have an honorable mention. The only person in the extras that I recognized their name, and there may be more famous people in there that I just didn't see, but the only one I recognized was Mike Paxson. Mike Paxson is in this movie.
Are you kidding me? I didn't.
Rare.
yeah.
Mike Paxson. We should check. Joe, check out IMDb for Mike Paxson. See if he comes
I'm
up.
on it right
I don't
now.
know if you're labeled as an extra. If you're in a movie as an extra, if you
If you have a
get in.
The
speaking
speaking
part.
role, yes.
So I don't know if he.
I'm in
maybe he got
IMDb.
shot and groaned, but I don't know if he had a speaking part.
My groin.
Yeah. One other thing I wanted to take away from this movie, and it's not like we're in a book club
No.
or anything that you need to do this, but did you
It's not
guys
showing.
notice?
No, they don't have a full list of who's in the
No.
movie though.
Okay. So Direct Damage and Caustic were the two big teams. Obviously, they were good guys and bad guys. Direct Damage, did anybody happen to notice that they were pro-cocker? That they had more cockers than anyone else, and Caustic had mags, and a couple of them
I saw
had
that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
warp feeds.
I saw that.
So it was a bit of a mag versus Automag, or Automag versus Cocker, and who ended up winning in the end, guys?
Automag.
The largest
Cocker.
sponsor. Did you not notice all the product placement
I
on the
just
back?
wanted to put that
Yes.
in there. Yeah. Mike Holstrom says it's Glenn, I thought, but I would really like to see. I'm pretty sure I wrote it down as Greg Forrester. Greg Forrester, also on my side note, he wasn't Warp Sports, or was it Warp Sports? Anyways, okay, so I'll leave that alone because I don't want to give out misinformation, but I'm pretty sure that's who it was. So very good. If you guys had an opportunity to check it out, Matt, tell us what you thought of Splat the movie.
Can I just tell you everything I disliked about the movie?
Please.
Sure, we have 4 hours.
Yeah.
That's probably a shorter list. So go ahead.
No, I think the thing that really bothered me the most, aside from the poor acting and poor storyline and poor camera work, is the soundtrack, the music.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
That's what really ground my gears to a halt.
Yes, it was quite terrible.
But it was like 90s alternative
No,
bands.
It was something.
I don't know.
It was like Green Day
I don't think
cover
it was even.
bands.
Yeah, okay, let's go with that.
Yeah.
Like, I guarantee this is like a high school garage band. That was-
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
It was Battle of the Bands, and we're signing you all for this movie.
Josh, how many tomatoes would you give it on the Rotten Tomato scale?
I don't know how that works.
I don't know. Give us a rating.
6 out of 10.
It
Wow.
wasn't. I will agree with Josh.
It wasn't terrible. It was definitely.
I've seen.
It was
worse
definitely
movies
old
that are-
technologies for the early 2000 movie making. It was definitely a budget film. It's what I expected.
Yeah.
It's what you
I didn't-
expected.
I've watched worse.
Well, you guys told me how shitty it was. I'm disappointed in Gavin because he didn't tell me it was shittier than that. But like,
I oversold it.
I went into it and I was like, this is what I thought it was. I wasn't expecting, a cinematic masterpiece of all times by, Scorsese or something. Like it was what it was.
All right. George Hay says it was filmed in 10 days. Don't piss on that, because listen, George. Blair Witch Project was filmed for the cost of less than $20,000, and how many millions did that make at the theater? George, you're just a naysayer.
Okay,
why you have
hang
to
on
be
a
so
second.
negative?
He's a haysayer.
Hang on a second.
Wearing haysayer.
I would put this movie over Blair Witch Project any day.
I would
thought
too.
that movie was
I would
shit.
too. Mike
Absolute
Holstrom says
shit.
4.5 out
Out
of
of
10.
10?
That's generous.
Yeah. And Rob Barnett says no hits on Mike Paxton. We'll have to send B a message
Yeah, I'm not finding it.
or Mike a message directly and say we should get his experience on that movie and what had happened there.
Like
You know,
this doesn't even show like Sonny Lopez or Bud or Tom either. Like
So
it's-
that's
I
the
would
only
watch-
regret I had
Yeah.
after watching this. That I wasn't aware of the movie when we were actually chatting with Bud and Tom.
Yeah.
That would have been great to hear about how they got involved in that.
Yeah.
And
Bud was only in there. Bud was in there twice.
yeah, Tom
And
was
Tom's only
yeah.
once, which is disappointing because I would have liked to have seen him again. Cameron Turnbull says Bobby Dukes is king. I would watch this movie before I watched Bobby
No,
Dukes.
disagrry strongly.
yeah, I'm with Matt.
All right, then you know what everyone's
Take your
homework is
barbecue
for next
sauce and-
week.
How about paintball
Blackball?
babes?
All right, so here's what we're gonna
Blackball's
do.
not on Netflix or
All right, that's what we wanted to stick to a
next-
streaming platform
Yeah.
first.
So
too.
next,
Speaking of streaming.
can we? Where is Blackballed played?
I don't think it's on a streaming platform.
Okay.
So
All right.
we
So why
wanted-
don't we
wanted
leave
to do
that then? All right. So what we want, guys, is we want to know what movie, and it doesn't have to be Paintball. It could be war theme. Could be anything. What cult classic do you think that we should watch? And we'll discuss next week on our Paintball after show. Give us some suggestions.
Wait,
Joe, type that.
suggestions right now though.
No,
Or are you asking for
we
next
could,
week?
No, we could take suggestions
I was
for
gonna say
next
let's
week.
watch something. Yeah, let's watch something this week.
Yeah, we won't watch anything right now. But yeah, for next week, absolutely. Let's see what you guys think. It's free on YouTube. Bobby Dukes, Devin Schwartz says.
Oh,
Is
true.
that
So,
true?
so we can look at if there's full movies on YouTube. That's another platform we can use as well.
Okay. If someone can confirm that, because I don't believe Devin Schwartz. I think he's
Looking for it right now.
just
Fool
kidding,
me
Bobby.
once.
Yeah, shame on Bobby. Yeah, so have a look at that. If we can do that for next week, I would be fine. I'll watch Bobby Dukes again, and maybe I'll eat my words. Maybe I'll want to
Or
watch
your
Splat
shorts.
again. There you go. All right, so hopefully you guys.
Oh my God, Lisa Weaver, Serpent in the Rainbow. No, that thing gave me nightmares when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Are you sure that's
Blackballed.
available on TV? That's not like a Pornhub movie?
Mike Thompson, Monty Python, their Holy Grail. First we spank, and then we have.
Yeah. Blackballed. Full movie, free.
All right.
YouTube.
All right, so there you go. There's your assignment, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't watched it in years or haven't watched it at all, go watch
Never
Blackballed,
watched it.
and we'll
First
chat about it
comment
next
right
week.
there. One of the most underrated movies ever made. Good for
where-
Rob Corduroy.
Where do you watch this? Blackball.
YouTube.
On the YouTube.
I'm only seeing the trailers.
That's enough.
Well, if anybody needs it, I think I have a copy of Blackballed somewhere.
I have a physical copy as
Do
well.
you? Because I don't know where it is, but
I googled Blackballed, 2 words, the Bobby Duke story, and it popped up as the first.
okay. I put it as one word, and Pornhub came up, so I left that.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Oh, I spelled it blue balled. Sorry. What?
Good
yeah.
one.
All right. So where are we at then? So
Ryan
have we
Sexton,
decided?
Ghost in the
About
Darkness. I would
21.
vote for that too. That's a fantastic movie
I don't think I've seen that.
No.
with Kurt Russell, not Kurt Russell, Michael Douglas. The
Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Never saw that.
Really?
Yeah.
I lived it.
The actors that were in it during the pandemic actually redid it. They did a read of it over
Yeah.
Zoom, and it was quite interesting.
Shia LaBeouf was a method actor. Got right into it.
But he sure did. Matt, come over to
I
my
thought you were going
computer
to say
for a
he's a
sec.
meth addict, and I was going to say, yeah, he is.
He was pretty much doing meth.
This is the picture we talked about at the top of the show.
Shia LaBeouf was in?
This is an Enola Gay smoke grenade. This is the smallest one that they have, and you can see that it filled the entire staging area of our zombie hunt there. And this was at the end of the night that we put one off for the last showing. And look at how much that spread across the
Nice.
field. Yeah, they did a nice
Yeah,
job.
that's quite good.
Yeah. All right, let's see what else I have in the bag of tricks for tonight. We have Price is Right still left, which we haven't got to. We have the topic that I would really like to get to tonight.
Why not do that now?
Why don't we do that now? Let me find the picture for it, Matt, and then we can load it as well. You guys have your sheets. We'll do the updated one, and I may have gotten rid of it. So here's what we want to. Here's what we want to know. What is the most embarrassing? Let's do the embarrassing from last week. What is the most
good.
embarrassing thing that you've ever seen somebody do on the paintball field? We'll go through that pretty quick. We are watching you guys live on YouTube, and we're also watching the live chats right now on Facebook. So go ahead and put it up. Charles Holton suggests The Magnificent Seven. I've never seen that. Fear
That's,
and Loathing in Las Vegas.
You can watch the really great 8 is good as well.
Yeah. Josh, you want to start us off?
Yeah, that first one's up from Pepper Paintball, who I'm beginning to question whether or not he's actually a paintball player or not, because he seems like a little bit of a scuzzy guy. He says, showed up to a game with airsoft gun and gear. Took the wrong bag. Well, let me tell you something here, Pepper Paintball. You had it coming. Stupid airsoft. Throw it in the garbage.
Cameron Shane Sonnenberg, Gavin, your crack is real pale there. KT Pacific went to sneak a pee in the woods. Peed on a guy in a ghillie suit.
Oh, that's great.
Okay, read that again, because we kind of stepped over that.
KT
That's
Pacific went to sneak a pee in the woods. Peed on a guy on a ghillie suit laying beside a tree I hid behind. John Jones playing at Pittsburgh Amateur Open. Photographer turned up and set up for a breakout. I thought I'd impressed out of the gate, broke out and put 15 balls into the barrel sock, all on camera. Adding insult to injury, I proceeded to take photographers. I removed the sock and squeezed the barrels.
Elliot says that he wore a BTB patch.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Elliot.
Oh, come on.
Again, you had it coming. This one from, I think his name is Top War Game Product Fan, Eric Engler.
Okay.
2001 attempting to throw a Tipman Squad Buster grenade and hitting the branch above my head. Everyone did that. Listen, if you threw a Squad Buster and it hit anything but nothing at all, including the air, it would blow up. Which was kind of the good thing about them.
I heard another embarrassing story that Eric Engler did, and I don't know if I'm allowed to say it. Let me think about it before I tell the story.
All right. So Jared Walker says in a 3-versus-3 game, both of his teammates were dead, and he repeatedly called 3-on-1 as loudly as he could.
Who
is he doing?
What other program are you watching right now?
He's trying to get ahead on Blackballed.
I'm trying to find.
AJ Corbett said he ran into a wall. He came around the corner of a building and thought a door was there, but it wasn't.
Oh, boy. Charles Holton says, I have grenaded myself before. Oh, boy.
John Snoke, the classic, diving into cover, snapping the barrel off the front of his marker.
Oh.
Ryan Hall says he bought a TGR1. He's never going to live that down.
No way. Pieces of
Good for you.
aluminum biscuit.
Yeah. There's a kid at the field who was out playing, and he turns to me and says, do you know where I can get parts for a commonly used mag-fed marker that's not manufactured by Tippmann, First Strike, or anyone else that could possibly be large volume? And he's like, how do I get parts for it? We all looked at each other, just kind of laughed, and he's like, no, where do I get parts for it? We all kind of laughed. He's like, no, where do we get parts for it? Throw it in the garbage right now and buy a TMC.
Yeah.
So Mike Holstrom says, and this is a good one, core sampling a Stella barrel right in front of Simon Stevens.
I could just see Simon through the mesh. You Muppet!
That's a good one.
I took a phone call on the playing field in front of Simon Stevens from Simon Stevens.
Can I have my gun back?
Essentially.
I'm in front of Todd in the bunker, and I hear a phone ring, and the first thing goes through my mind is, what idiot brought a phone out here? And I turn and Todd goes, hello? Oh, hi,
Hey.
Simon.
Hey, Farrell in the live chat says, definitely stepped on my sagging pants and dropped at the main walk of World Cup. Nice. Blackballed is free on Tubi as
Wonderful.
well.
Greg Walter says that after taking down a 3-1, he grabbed the flag, hung it on the wrong side.
Yeah.
Ouch.
That kind of happened to me on my very first speedball day. We won the first point amazingly. We shouldn't have, but we did. I was the last one alive, and I didn't know what to do with the flag or how to end the game because we didn't know. We got there late, and first speedball game, we didn't realize that you had to take the flag that was in the center of the field and take it to the other side.
You just sort of started toweling each other off with it.
I think
Very tough.
okay. So the game was a 5-minute game. We finished it in 30 seconds, and the head ref, when I looked over,
You must be used to that.
well, we were all 18 once, weren't we?
Oh, that's funny.
And I looked at the head ref, and I think he realized it'd be quicker just to have me end the game than to sit and wait 5 minutes. So he kind of pointed at the flag in the middle of the field and then pointed at the end of the field, and I was like, oh.
Be like playing with Todd. Todd, let's give me your hand. I'm going to take you over to
Oh, that would have been even worse.
Mike Holstrom in the chat says he got cursed off the field in English and had no idea what Simon was saying.
Ryan Section says he shot himself in the hand trying to help a kid with a spider tech line at Skirmish Ion.
Okay, I was helping a kid at the Chrono Ridge one day, and our friend of the show, Sean, was there, and the kid's like, I can't get the the thing to cycle or something. And I was looking at it, I was like, I don't know. It was a spider or something. I couldn't figure out how to get it to work. And then finally I took the barrel sock off and pulled the trigger, and it fired a shot, right? And Sean goes, and there's your story of stored energy for today. And he just walks up to the field, and the kid looks at me and goes, what?
Oh, boy. Yeah, I mean, we've all done stupid things, and we've certainly seen in our days people do stupid things. We love the guys that buy new goggles that walk around thinking everything has a slight blue tinge to it.
That's
Yeah.
happened to me.
I sold a pair of goggles on the weekend. Joe helped me out on it. It was a green pair of Empire goggles.
Avatars?
Avatars.
Okay.
And I peeled off the foam or the lens on the inside, and then then I forgot, but there was a lens on the outside, so I remembered before I handed it back, I took that off, and then there was another sticker underneath that said, please remove before playing, so I took that off. I forgot there was 3 things you had to remove, but I should have just sent them out. I couldn't do it. Oh, boy. So next week, did we get through all the sheets, guys?
Yeah.
So next week, we're going to watch Blackballed, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to watch Blackballed, and we're going to talk about that in our after show /podcast. So what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is we're going to say goodbye to you guys in just a minute, and we're going to stay live chit-chatting, and we're going to put that extra as a bonus on our podcast. So if you guys would like to hear what we talk about you off the air, stay tuned, go download our podcast, and you'll be able to be a part of that.
Were there any videos that you wanted to show today?
There was not, unfortunately, Matt.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you for asking. Yeah, so there you go, ladies and gentlemen.
What about my vault? We'll have to do it next week.
Yeah, we'll do a vault next week.
Thanks.
And then, well, you didn't give me one.
I did so.
You certainly did not.
I did. Let's get on with it.
So we'll wrap up the
No,
show.
you did not.
So we'll close the show right now, and then we'll do another intro.
Yeah, absolutely. So what we'll do, ladies and gentlemen, is we're going to say goodbye to you guys watching us on Facebook, and we're going to continue to record live. That'll go to our podcast. So thank you, Gavin, for being on the program.
Always great to be here, folks. Thank you so much for your contribution in the chat. It was lively with the barbecue pizza chat. You're all dead to me, but thank you so much for liking and sharing and participating tonight.
For sure. Joe, thank you for being on the pre-show.
Thanks very much for tuning in, everybody. Thanks for watching tonight. And if you're looking for some paintball, we've got paintball at the outdoor field all weekend, Saturday and Sunday, 9 a.m. till 4 p.m. And some airsoft.
For sure. Josh, thank you for being on the show.
Yeah, thank you. And thank you to all those who not only liked and shared the show. And Devin Schwartz, thank you for sharing it to multiple different channels and spaces on Facebook and stuff. That was greatly appreciated. And please do not forget to help control your local airsoft population. Have your local airsofters spayed and or neutered.
For sure. And if you guys would like to catch the after show, we did this before and we'll do it again. If you guys want to jump on over to YouTube, we're going to continue to keep YouTube live. Matt's going to
Do something?
Yeah, do you remember how to do that?
Maybe.
Yeah. So we're gonna leave you guys on Facebook right now. Thank you to Dan and Hardy for lying through his teeth. He says, "Great show." And if you guys want to continue, head on over to YouTube. Thanks, Facebook. We'll see you guys next week.
Nuts!
Thank you, Zuby.
It's like, let's go out to the hamburger place. What are you going to get? Chicken fingers. No, you buy fucking hamburger. You're at the hamburger
And then
store.
you know what? Once people start ordering pizza, that's when Todd starts hovering around. Ooh, you know what would be good? You know, I see his face.
You know what would be
Hamburger.
great if we took this food and made it a completely different food. No, we bought
there.
pizza for the sake
Thank
of buying
you, Zuby.
pizza.
Thank you.
Okay, but they have taco flavored pizza now.
I don't care.
You know what?
You know what? I hope Taco Bell comes out with a pizza flavored taco tomorrow. I hope so.
God bless Zuby.
I make Milo quesadillas, a pizzadilla for lunch. I put mozzarella cheese in a quesadilla thing with some pepperonis, and I fold it over. He quite enjoys it. I also make him quesadillas for lunch and also grilled cheeses.
And that's made at home. Experiment at home. Do whatever you want. I don't care. But like, you
Thank
don't
you, Zuby.
call up Boston Pizza and go, hey, give me a fucking pierogi. It's a
Why are
pizza.
you so cussy trousers short, man?
Because it's the after show and I can.
That's true. Yes, we can cuss on the after show.
I was cussing quite a bit. the
You
whole show.
sure were,
Yeah.
jerk ass.
Yeah.
You're enjoying your barbecue sauce. and
I
your
sure
pizza?
was.
Yeah. Cameron Turnbull, I'm a little confused in your comment. He says that was the best segment of the season. Is that because we were muted? Or what were you referring to?
Yeah. You guys want to order pizza?
Yeah, can I get barbecue sauce, chicken, and pineapple?
You know, it'd be
please?
great
Ugh.
if we got some lettuce on there and some sour cream and some
They got your size
salsa.
9.
Yeah, don't laugh. I've had a pierogi pizza before.
Spicy pierogi.
Spicy
from,
pierogi, yeah,
Two
Boston
pair of
pizza.
8.5,
Yeah.
one pair of 9.
So I rebooted the router.
Okay.
Let me know if it's more consistent for you guys, and if that's not the issue, we'll have to figure it out.
Which one are we supposed to be on?
The Gavin Smells
I tried
BTV
I
Studio.
couldn't get
That's
on
the only
that.
one you want to be on in the studio. And guys at home, I hope you find that very intriguing. If you ever want to get to our Wi-Fi,
Yeah, it's back.
there we go.
Is it working now? It's
Speaking of
connected.
pizzas,
Okay, Mitch.
butter chicken pizza,
Wojcik?
unreal.
I don't know
Mitch,
why.
Woj-
What the hell? You know what? You want butter chicken? Get butter chicken. You
know
want
what? You know what's
barbecue
great?
chicken? Get barbecue chicken.
You know
Don't-
what?
That's not pizza.
You know what butter chicken is really, really good on, Matt?
Rice?
Rice.
Yeah, I
Where
agree.
it's supposed to be.
Okay, pizza bread or pizza crust, maybe like naan, but it's not. So, like, just if you want Indian, go for Indian. Like, just keep your food separate,
Wow,
damn it.
you
Keep
guys-
your boys in their
I
neighborhood.
just picture Gordon Ramsay going like, "This is barbecue sauce." But you're fucking stupid. Get out of my kitchen.
I want to say, Mitch, you have an opportunity to can parsnips or listen to us, and you're listening to us. Wrong decision, my friend. Go back
Yeah,
to canning your
wrong mistake.
parsnips.
Go put some barbecue sauce on your parsnips.
Parsnips are carrots?
No.
Are like a carrot?
They're
Carrot
long,
family.
Yeah, they're same family.
That's
Well,
a
that
bit-
would be the closest, right?
It's a root vegetable. I'll never eat it.
Really?
I don't care. Just being
Oh,
controversial.
Ryan McGee wants to throw gas in the fire. Chicken fresco pizza.
Yeah, Mickey, you and your questions, your damn fresco.
Rice pizza? No.
Remember the time we used to put pepperoni on pizza? That was great.
Yeah. Ugh.
All right, what were we talking about before?
I don't know, but I appreciate you guys coming in. So next week we're going to watch Blackballed,
Yes.
and we're going to talk about it in the after show. So if you guys are listening to us in podcast form, we're going to watch Blackballed. Well, I got to be honest with you, Splat was a terrible movie, but it was a great conversation. I really enjoyed the fact that I sat through that crappy movie.
And so,
But it's one of those movies you're paying more attention to what's in the background and what's in their
if you're a
hands.
if you're a
Yeah.
paintball player for sure.
Yeah.
But what I appreciated that how much interaction that we had with our friends.
Yeah.
Right, and so a number
Yep.
of people actually took the time to watch the same crap that we watched, and it was crap, but had commentary for it too. So
Yeah.
I
it
appreciated
was
that.
something.
And you guys may have all watched Blackballed before, but I'll be
never
honest with you,
have.
I've seen it before, and I bet you if I watched it again, 90% of it I would have forgotten anyway. So you're
Sure.
best to rewatch it. And Joe gets to watch it with fresh eyes. How jealous are we of him?
I got to go
I am
see it
so
at the,
jealous.
I got to go see it at the Princess Twin.
Oh, you
Did
went
you
to
actually
the
see it in
theater?
theaters? Oh my
Yeah.
god! I didn't know.
You, like,
Didn't know. I thought it was
spent
straight to DVD.
No, when it first came out, it was at the Princess
Wow,
Twin.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
And it was like walking in, it was like I know that guy and that guy and that guy and that guy.
I
and that
guarantee
guy
there's
and
some
that guy.
jackasses in like jerseys.
oh. Cavan
Yeah,
was there?
There was a few.
Yeah.
There was only one guy wearing speedball pants though. That was
There's
I
always
was
one
gravely
guy.
disappointed. In.
Yeah.
But hang on a second though. That cast of that movie,
It's pretty
that's,
good.
I wouldn't say it's all star, but it's pretty packed.
So sorry, remind me who's in it. De Niro? McConaughey?
Yes.
Who else
Rob
was in it?
Riggle,
There was
Ron
Cordry. There was a scene where
Yeah.
Tom
Oh, I
Cruise
forgot
jumped on
Ron
a
Riggle
couch.
was in it. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, don't give it away.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Oh
remember
no,
it.
perfect. Speaking of Tom Cruise, that should be the movie for the week after Tropic Thunder. By far, Tom Cruise's a #1 performance by Tom Cruise ever because no one had any idea
No,
that was Tom
forget
Cruise.
about the volleyball
until
scene.
There's no Shirley's volleyball scene in Tropic Thunder. That's what makes
Yeah.
it so good.
All right, so we're doing Blackballed.
We'll
for
do
next
Blackballed
week?
for
Okay.
sure.
Yeah,
I think that's a great idea. And it gives me something to waste my time on for sure. So I'll watch it on YouTube if that's where it's at. If it's not, we heard it was free on Tubi. I don't know who has Tubi.
I don't even know what Tubi is.
He was a cat, I believe. He had a friend of it that was a mouse.
What about
Who's
is
named
that, what's
Binu.
the name of the kid? Tubi.
And Binu. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. That is the quality after show that you get here at Behind
Arguing
the Bunker.
about pizza.
There's no argument. We've settled it.
Yeah, I lost. I recognize that.
But going back to Josh's point,
No, you didn't.
Please don't be the guy, and I know somebody out there is going to get really pissy with me. I don't mind seeing guys that proudly wear their paintball jersey at a mall or a public place, Disney, that sort of stuff. Like, I get that because you're proud of it, and it does promote paintball. But that's where I draw the line. Paintball pants? No. Paintball shorts from, let's say, clip shorts or, casual wear, 100%. No problem because I own them myself. But don't wear paintball pants to a mall or an out place. Like, this is your public service.
Please.
This is what your friends want to tell you, but they can't. Paintball jerseys, no problem because they're comfy. I get it, and you want to promote that. But paintball pants, leave them at home.
Is this going to be another segment, the paintball police or the fashion police?
Yes.
I like it. Let's run with it.
Well, someone has to say it, and I apologize that it was me. But all right, ladies and gentlemen, why don't we cut the show? Thank you guys for coming over to YouTube and checking it out. And I'm not going to say thank you to anybody else, but do you guys need to say anything before you go?
Nope.
Any final thoughts?
Never.
I don't.
Nothing.
No? Okay, barbecue pizza for president. All right, thanks, guys. We'll see you next week.